Where's the date?
10.
It's right here.
That's all right.
Very good. All right. All right, welcome to the January 10th council meeting for the Village of Shawnee Hills. All that can, please stand and say the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Here.
Eisner. Here. Manley. Here. Thatcher.
Here.
Zimmerman.
Here.
Rose is
All right, first, the approval of minutes from way back December 13th. Does anyone have any corrections on page 1? Page 2? Page 3?
I do on page 3. The woman who owns the Morgan House is Kendra, not Kendra. It's 4th paragraph down.
Page 4? Page 5? A motion to approve minutes from December 15th.
So moved.
Second. Bates.
Yes.
Eisner.
Yes.
Manley. Yes. Thatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Approval of the agenda. Anyone have any questions?
No.
The motion to approve the agenda is written.
So moved.
Second.
Bates.
Yes.
Eisner.
Yes.
Manley. Yes. Thatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
First order of business, we have to elect a president pro tem. Do I have any nominations?
Rob Thatcher.
Second.
Bates.
Yes.
Eisner.
Yes.
Manley. Yes. Thatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Brian?
Thank you, Mayor. Actually, it's been since the last council meeting, holidays, everything got real quiet, which was nice. So nothing to report tonight, but things I'm sure will pick up soon.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, any questions for Brian? All right, Russ?
I'm gonna take the rest of Brian's time. It hasn't been quiet.
Okay.
Some people might see that the 10 acres back at the end of Westview is in contract. We did have a meeting with the future property owners. Their goal is, and their intent is to develop that lot. I don't want to get into the details and specifics of the plan because we know that changes several times before it actually gets submitted. There's nothing officially been submitted to the village. From what we saw 6 years ago, what we saw a couple weeks ago, it's a huge improvement. And I not having it in my backyard, that was probably the least evil plan that we've ever seen back there. I do want to point out that I've several residents that are aware of it. A construction entrance, it's a complete pipe dream. It's not going to happen. There's no way to get a construction entrance through it's all privately owned property that surrounds it. So construction entrance is going to happen. It's something the village is going to have to deal with, unfortunately, whether he sells it as one piece and they develop it at once, or he sells them into each individual building lots and we deal with it with 26, 27 times over the next God knows how many years to develop that. But like I said, nothing's been submitted to the village. It is moving forward. It is in contract. It is with the home builder. Their intent is to build. So I'll have more on that if we ever get anything on that. I know that was a hot topic before. Equity, the groundbreaking is the 27th of January. We're still working, I think, because that's going to do an article on some of the parks that we were proposing to put in down there. Morag Miller, one of our residents, it's very flat on the plans, so she drew a rendering that those meetings at what the park would look like if someone's sitting in it. So grateful for that. Still working with equity on how we can finance it, so there's gonna be some pieces of this that are gonna come to you folks, to make some decisions. That's moving forward. Osage Woods, stormwater plans and roadway plans are approved. They're submitting their building plans to ADR later this week. That's the 9 houses on Osage. So that's moving forward. Ninja Gym, submitted plans to put a parking lot in between, Dell's and the Ninja Gym. The land's owned by Dell's. That's on the ADR. Looking at the parking lot compared to our code, there's no legal lawful reason why that should get shut down. Per our code, so that should be moving forward. They'll leave some of the parking in the Ninja Gym. And I do want to clarify something on the brewery. The village approved less than 200 parking spaces for the brewery. There's no 400 spaces.
200 occupants.
Seats. So there's no 400. I don't know if that was a typo or if someone was boasting about what's coming. It's less than 200. Looking at the parking lot that's been approved, plus with the agreements that he has in place, parking is amply covered down there. It's a non-issue. Looking for a parking code, obviously council and USD or any of the committee safety are willing or welcome to revisit our parking code. With the research we've done in-house, our code is stronger than a lot of our neighboring jurisdictions. So to change it, to add it, what does that do? That's up to you folks if that's something we want to visit. But the village staff isn't going to put any more time and effort into that unless council wants us to look at changes on that code. Any questions on that? There's a rezoning tonight. It's Larry Birchfield's lots between Walgreens and El Vaquero. Basically, it's going to even his lots up with El Vaquero and everything, all the other commercial in the area. The village staff, code enforcement, and zoning have recommended that we move forward with it. Despite any other issues we might have with Larry, this is a separate thing and be positive for the area down there. Sewer, the repairs we talked about and the upgrades that we talked about, I think November. All the parts are finally in. I think we're waiting on a warmer day to get in there and get it taken care of. Jonathan Kate has that. We'll be moving forward with that.
I don't see sounds coming from somewhere. Is it that? Someone's talking.
Did you get recorded?
Last thing I have is snow. If we ever get any, we're ready. One thing we're doing different than we have a few administrators past. You might have saw it the other day when we had snow in the forecast, we didn't have snow in the forecast. We salted it and we wound up getting a lot of snow or a dusting of snow. That little dusting of snow would have triggered us to call Richard out. We would have had to go down to Dublin. And in that situation, because Dublin had pre-treated, we probably weren't going to get salt. So we would have just dealt with that. So we are going to pre-treat. Salt's less expensive this year than it was last year. We haven't used a lot of salt in years past. But if we pre-treat, it's going to, these little snows, it's going to avoid having Richard come in early. And the way the schedules work, there's usually a point where it gets really, really bad out here and we deal with crashes on the police side before Richard comes out to fix it, because Richard can't work 24 hours straight. So I think it'll be less salt overall and then less overtime coming in for that. And by Mark getting it during the day, Dublin's there, we're gonna have it. It's gonna be on our streets. If Richard comes in at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 2 a.m., it's 50-50 shot of Dublin's out. And this will always make sure that there'll be some better salt down. And with that, I'm looking at messing with the schedule a little bit when we know we're getting a snow event in and it's coming, of avoiding these days where Richard works 18 hours, 14 hours. It's really unsafe for him to be behind the clock for that. So Mark and Richard, maybe a 7 to 7, and maybe they alternate that for whatever event, but pretty much all I have.
Any questions? All right, you took some of mine. Mine was pretty quiet during this time too. The only thing I was going to mention was Equity has allotted me 90 minutes to speak January 27th at the groundbreaking. I plan to use every minute of that.
90 or 90?
90.
Maybe in 90, no. So, but January 27th, 2 p.m. Is the groundbreaking. They will have a tent, they'll have a photographer, so that they plan on making an event. So it's pretty exciting. Rob, do you have anything?
No.
No committee reports, so we'll get right to legislative actions. First one is a third reading ordinance 18-2021, an ordinance establishing and creating the part-time position of public information officer within the village of Shawnee Hills. Any question? I know it's been some time since we discussed this. Do I have a motion to approve ordinance 18-2021?
So moved.
Second.
Gates,
Yes.
Eisner,
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Stancher,
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
All right, next to our second readings, these are, there is ordinance 20-2021. An ordinance to amend the zoning district map of the village of Shawnee Hills, Delaware County, Ohio by rezoning parcel number 600-432-22-022-000 and 600-432-22-028-000 from single family district R2 to the general commercial district GC. Next one is a second reading, ordinance 21-2021, an ordinance to amend the zoning district map of the village of Shawnee Hills, Delaware County, Ohio, by rezoning some other parcel numbers, additional parcel numbers from the community commercial district to the general commercial district. Again, this is all Larry's. Next one, first reading, resolution 01-2022, a resolution authorizing and directing the village administrator and fiscal officer to execute a professional services agreement with the city of Delaware to provide municipal court prosecution services and declare an emergency. Any questions on this? We moved Harris Court there.
Did we just miss it to do it in time for the first and second, or is this a time sensitive thing and that's when we only have so much time to do it?
I fought this last year with the city of Delaware. They will not do more than a 1-year contract, and I asked them for it in August, and I got it in December. That's just how they do their files, and I think their fiscal year is July to July.
Gotcha.
So this is going to be a last minute thing.
Every year, gotcha, because it has to be. Okay.
Is there a rate increase?
Cool.
Is there a rate decrease? All right, do I have a motion to suspend with the second and third reading and declare resolution 01-2022 an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
Gates,
Yes.
Eisner,
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Stancher,
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Do I have a motion to approve resolution 01-2022?
So moved.
Second.
Gates,
Yes.
Eisner,
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Stancher,
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Another first reading, again, some housekeeping, ordinance 01-2022. An ordinance to reappropriate funds for current expenses and other expenditures of the village of Shawnee Hills, state of Ohio, during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2022, and declare an emergency. Do I have a motion to declare ordinance 01-2022 an emergency?
So moved. Second.
Gates,
Yes.
Eisner,
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Stancher,
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Do I have a motion to adopt ordinance 01-2022?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Eisner,
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Stancher,
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
All right, were there any questions on the bills? I just had one. Do I have a motion to approve the bills in the amount of $98,134.12?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Eisner,
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Stancher,
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
All right, treasurer's report?
General fund, $107,687.19. Street fund, $366,861.30. State highway, $24,311.74. PD body armor, $810.52. Drug law enforcement, $534.41. Indigent drivers, 385.84. Law enforcement trust, 7,083.53. American Rescue Plan, 42,947.94. Enforcement education, 1,220.85. Fire fund, 74,992.20. Weed fund, 3,157.30. TIF, 58,587. TIP two, 17,366.65. Police six, 3,198,475.74. Veterans Memorial, 248.97. Sewer operating, 28,768.15. Sewer replacement, 13,211.08. Storm sewer, 11,340.87. Debt service, 88,085.51. For a total of 1,046,070.56.
Do I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report as written?
So moved.
Yes.
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 Any miscellaneous business? Real quick update on Justin. He does seem to have turned a corner, so things do seem to be improving. So hopefully he is back, makes a speedy recovery, but I assume that he's probably in for some period of rehab. So wish him a speedy recovery though. And I wish everybody a happy 2022. So hopefully the year continues to improve. Maybe a few bumps in the road here at the beginning, but hopefully everybody stays safe and healthy. So do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.